Hello, everyone. My name is Stephanie Zima, My Way of Life Coaching. And this next few months, I am going to focus solely on online entrepreneurs, network marketers. I am a transformation coach that helps a lot of people go through many, many challenging situations in their life. But in light of Black Friday coming up and holiday season, and a lot of people have a lot of bills to pay, there's a lot of network marketers that need a lot of help in getting their business off the ground, getting themselves started, figuring out how to do all the different moving pieces and overcoming their fears, gaining confidence, resilience, and finding their authentic voice so that they can be having the conversations that are actually going to get them moving forward in their business. So, having said that, we're going to kick off this week by talking about branding. And I want to teach a little bit about branding and what exactly it is, what steps you need to accomplish while you are branding your business, and why you should even be doing this in the first place. But before I get into it, I want to tell you a little bit about my journey. When I started 8 years ago, I had no clue. I started in my network marketing company, and everyone seemed to be succeeding left and right, left and right. Everyone was making the leaderboard. And I thought to myself, like, why am I not making the leaderboard? Why am I so stupid, right? I kept shaming myself in my head, in my thoughts. I thought to myself, like, everyone is so much smarter, everyone is so much more successful. Why am I not able to do it? And it had absolutely nothing to do with my abilities. It had absolutely nothing to do with the skills that I'm about to talk to about here today, but it had everything to do with my mindset, with my thoughts, with my trauma that I've endured when I was younger, and just simply the fact that I needed to heal most of these things before I can connect with my authentic voice, with my skills, with my confidence, and also with my audience, right? You can't sell anything to anybody if you are not connecting with your audience, with the people that you're wanting to connect with. And because I'm an empath, I am a really good coach. I can understand where you are and all the things, but at the same time, I also am getting overwhelmed by people and conversations, often because I did not have the correct boundaries. Could not set the boundaries at that time because I was still overcoming people pleasing and yada, 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 yada. So when you look at that, healing had to come first before you can have any kind of success in your network marketing business, in your online business, call it affiliated, social selling, whatever it is that you're looking for, or what you want to call yourself. But you need to have that healing piece if you find yourself somewhat stuck. Okay, so having said that, branding is part of it, right? How can you brand yourself? And you've heard that before, right? You're supposed to brand yourself. How can you brand yourself if you are not really sure who you are? Because, yeah, could you make up something in your mind? Could you say, I want to be this person? You could. But if your actions do not back you up, like let's say you are a very shy person with no social skills, and you are trying to brand yourself as a very confident leader that is attracting high powered people, if you are trying to do that, you will soon find yourself in a misalignment between where you actually are to where you want to go. Yes, fake it until you make it. We all heard that before. Fake it until you make it. And somewhat that is the case. But if the gap is too big from where you actually are to where you want to brand yourself with, what's going to happen is you're going to find yourself in the imposter syndrome. You're going to find yourself feeling doubtful about your purpose. You're going to find yourself not able to do it. Okay. The gap is just too big. So, when you want to brand yourself, all you need to do and be is someone that is you, okay? And it sounds simple, but it's really not that simple because many of us have forgotten who we are. Many of us don't remember what character attributes do we have, what is our favorite color even? What is our favorite style? What is our favorite way of doing things? What personality color are we? Are we a red personality? Are we like liking direct information? Are we a green personality? Do we like information and spreadsheets and ingredients and all that kind of stuff? Or are we like the dolphins? Like we like to socialize with people at parties, but don't really like to get too deep? Or are we the yellow personalities that really love deep conversations, right? Who are we? That is important to know who you are, because this is part of your brand, right? Your first step in branding will be define your unique value proposition. So you have to define what is unique about you, unique about you as a person, not you as a network marketer, not you as a leader, you as a person. What sets you apart from almost everyone else? Okay. And here's the thing, that is a big problem when you have insecurities, when you have abandonment trauma, when you have other childhood traumas. But let's, for the sake of explaining, let's talk about abandonment trauma here for a second. When you are trying to figure out what sets you apart, but you have abandonment problems, you don't want to be set apart. So that part of your consciousness has been put into the shadows. Okay. That part you're probably not going to remember. You can sit there and rack your brain of trying to figure out what is setting me apart. And your brain will not answer you. Your brain will say nothing, 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 because it is terrifying for you to admit that you are different. Because when you are different, usually what that means is you're not part of the circle. You're not part of the in crowd. You're not part of the big club. So when you're being asked in network marketing to set yourself apart, big red flags for all of you with abandonment trauma, because we do not want to go there. We do not want to be set apart. We are going to consider setting apart with sheer death. Or at least if these things are not conscious to you, then these things are in your subconscious and reflects itself in watching Netflix, reflects itself in binge doing something else, even if it's binging social media. Okay, if you are not doing anything that will move the needle forward in your business, actually working on projects, getting them forward, chances are you are avoiding something. And it could be avoiding, you are trying to set yourself apart from your actual, because of your actual trauma that you've had. So when you need to set yourself apart, if you're realizing resistance is there, just know it could be unresolved abandonment trauma that you are dealing with and that you need to be dealing with and healing first before you can actually do that part of your brand. Because to be different than everyone else, you've got to like yourself. You got to figure out, yeah, what am I having that other people do not have? For me personally, it's my warrior mindset. Yeah, there's other people with warrior mindsets, but there's a lot of people that are realizing that I'm just happen to be a little bit stronger than everyone else. And it's not because I'm better. It's not that I'm, just amazing. No, I'm like a person like everyone else. But because my upbringing had required me to practice these skills over and over and over and over and over again, I have become an expert in resilience. I have become an expert in realizing my thoughts and working with them and disciplining my thoughts so that I can have desired outcomes. I have become an expert in that because life has thrown me so many curveballs. And I have been having the right coaching and education to understand that confidence is a skill. Okay. So for you, when you set yourself apart, what would that look like for you? So take step one on branding. Okay, I'm talking way too long here. Define your unique value proposition. So set yourself apart. You need to know your values, your goals, and your target audience. Okay, who do you want to talk to? Who do you want to speak to? Who do you want to help? Why do you want to help them? How can you help them? What are your values that are going to be valuable to them? Okay. For me, I like to help people. I like to help all the people, which is a little bit tough because, it can be overwhelming. All the people, there's lots and lots and lots of people in the world. You can't help all the people. You are going to have some people that say, no, I don't really like you, and that's okay, right? That's okay, because I've healed myself enough from my abandonment trauma that I'm able to stand by myself. I'm totally content by myself. Do I like friends? Absolutely. Do I like people that follow me? Absolutely. Do I love that? Yes, because my purpose is to have everyone come and walk it free with me. My purpose is to set lives free, because I've been stuck so many years and I have been caught in this downward spiral of not enjoying my life for way too long. And none of that, like after my kid got diagnosed with cancer, I started realizing, no, every day matters. Every connection matters. Every single second matters. It is important to do that. First, my mother died of cancer. That's when it started kicking off into this movement. But it's been driving even more down since my kid ended up having cancer. And you have to understand that whatever your drive is, whatever is happening for you, you've got to make the most out of it. You've got to learn how to roll with the punches and get back up, have the confidence, have the resilience. And my voice is going to get stronger and stronger now because I know I have those skills and I know you need those skills. Okay. So back to branding and your network marketing business. So once you know what is your unique value proposition, what sets you apart, what can you do for your audience, what are goals that you could meet with them and yourself, and what will this look like? Why are you the one that is going to deliver that for them? You have to get really clear on that. Second step is you need to develop a signature story. Share your journey, why you're passionate. I already shared a little bit of my story, right? I shared with you that I had to go over and over and over, with my life challenges, and I had to build confidence and resilience over and over and over again in these scenarios. Growing up in a foster family, traveling a lot abroad, then moving countries from Germany to the US, then dealing with my mom's cancer journey, multiple, not multiple, divorce and abuse. And there's a gazillion things that I have gone through in my life already that are part of my story of fostering confidence, resilience, and finding your authentic voice. I tell you, when I did this work, when I started this work, I had no idea who I was. My coach had asked me back then to write down 100 things about me, and my brain was completely blank. I could not set myself apart. I did not have the confidence. I could not say what was different about me. All I knew was I was trying to share what my upline was telling me back then, and I never felt great about it. I never felt good about it. I love the products, I love the company, I love all the things, but I couldn't, because it wasn't my voice. It wasn't me. It wasn't me saying these things and feeling enough and worthy of those things, okay? Because they were not my story. It was not my specific story. So that is important, that you find your signature story, not just repeat what other people are going to tell you. You need to find your authentic story, what it is. And that is where you are showing resilience, your growth, and determination. And when you don't have that yet, how can you, okay, some people who are just brand new, you don't have a success story, but that doesn't mean you don't have to share about your business. You can. You just have to come up with a different kind of story. Why are you getting involved with this? What is your purpose? How could you bring this in a story? That could be your signature story. So step number 3 would be identify your brand personality. I talked a little bit in the beginning about the colors, right? Who are you? Are you red? Are you yellow? Are you blue? Are you green? Who are you? And why would you want to bring that into the marketplace? Why would you want to bring that to other people? And how could you do that in form of your posts and stuff? Because why is this important? Think about it. If you are a red personality and you like things done immediately, and you like people to show up, and you like, doing asking open questions and dealing with things head on. If you are that kind of person that then deals with a flighty blue personality that is just constantly in and out, and is that party? No. Do we have gifts? No. Like, you can see how this could be frustrating if you are a non-developed red person. Now, if you're a developed leader already, you know how to deal with that, and you know that you need all colors of the rainbow to be part of your team. You are a developed leader, you know that. But when you're first starting out, you're going to be very frustrated with the person that you have recruited or as a customer, signed on as a customer, if that person is sometimes there, sometimes not, sometimes, so you have to really figure out who are you first and who are you going to attract. Now, when you put out your content, you want to be authentically you, so you are going to also attract the people that are you and not the people that you are not wanting. Okay, it's very important, and it's hard to do. It's hard to do, but you got to strive to keep that brand piece in mind. Okay, and people like me, for example, I'm going to be honest, I struggled with this quite a bit because I just like to help everybody. And so in my brain, it's like I've been raised very inclusive, and having to post only for people that I want to attract because that's who I am too. That was really like that's tough, because my brain always wants to be inclusive, and it shows me that ultimately I will be all inclusive with everybody. However, you have to start somewhere. You have to pick something somewhere. Okay. All right. So that's what you got to do. Identify your brand personality across all the platforms. Make sure you have colors picked out. What colors are good for you? For me, I like classic, elegant. That's who I am. Okay. I'm a classic, elegant person. I feel like I look the best. I feel the most comfortable with that. That's why I stick often with black and beige and, pink, for just a little bit of femininity and joy, and pink and joy. That's the color meaning behind the pink. Besides, it's also cancer, breast cancer. Black is melanoma cancer. That didn't know when I picked my brand colors, but it's kind of fitting. Okay, so next step, what you need to do with your brand, once you have these pieces taken care of, you need to educate and you need to inspire. You need to just show up. You need to just be out there for people to see you. And that alone comes with a lot of courage, because when you are seen as you are, like even me making this video right now and putting this out there, I possibly am going to be laughed at by some people. I may be getting some bad comments from people. People may say, like, wait, did you build your network marketing company all the way to the top? And I'm going to say, no, I didn't. And that's not the point. Okay. The reason why I didn't is because I specialize more in the personal development, in helping you get even into motion, than me sitting down there and recruiting. I did not have a lot of fun doing all the recruiting part. Okay. Some people may say, no, you have no right to teach anything. And I'm going to say, yes, I have every right to teach personal development, healing, connecting with oneself, and then doing the rest. Okay. And branding is part of it. Branding is part of it. Okay. That's finding your personality. That is finding your niche. That is finding who you want to talk to, what your purpose is. That is all personal development. You don't have to be on the top of your marketing company in order to teach those kind of things. You just have to have confidence, resilience, and authenticity. And all of that I have, and I can back up 150%. So what is it for you? Why are you showing up with what? Are you educating? What are you inspiring with? How are you secure in yourself story that you're bringing out there and that you're saying online, because many of you are not sharing because you are not having that piece right. You don't own why you're doing this business. You are not owning why you want to make some extra money. You are not owning that out of fear to be kicked out, stand alone, this and this. It's not the skills. Everyone knows how to do it. You have to reach to people, reach out to people, you have to talk to them, you have to show them your opportunity or your products, and you have to ask them for the sale. That's simple. Network marketing is simple. What's not simple is all the personal growth that is coming across. Okay. The healing, the connecting, and then the action that it takes. Okay. So once you have, though, your brand story and your idea and your vision in place as to why you're wanting to do that, you then can start engaging with your audience. And I've said that before a little bit. I had trouble engaging with my audience because I didn't have all of this stuff right. And because I'm an empath, I started getting overwhelmed with everyone else's stories. And then I would start like feeling guilty about asking things, and I made up all these weird stories in my brain that then kept me from proceeding with the actions that I needed to take. When you find yourself in that, you have to heal first. You have to figure the stuff out first before before or while you are working on your business. Okay. So if you need any more information on that, please feel free to check out www.rocketfree.com and hop on in there. Download my success tips. Ask me questions. I'd be more than happy to answer you and help you in any way you can. I can. Not you can. I can. And let's go and rocket free together. Okay. All right. Go crush it.